Welcome to Eco Educational Farm.
Come check this out. Worms. It's the best.
Great. Today actually is a really good day to leave a crowded city and to visit the farm.
The farm was created in 2003. I think the farm can become an amazing educational institution because if we understand where we come from, we're really not too different. Over here is this is the rest of our eco village. All of the Masa participants, they live in these domes, these yurts.
We live in yurts, which are a type of tent that is used by nomadic people. In my yurt, I sleep with the doors open. That way I can hear the jackals howling at night and the birds chirping in the morning.
I think food and agriculture is the common denominator that every human on earth shares. We all need food, so we have to take care of the earth. And once we understand that, everything becomes so much more simple. This is our gray water system. The water that comes out of our sink comes down through pipes right here and it starts to irrigate these trees, and the water flows through these gravel pits where it gets cleaned out and eventually down into here where it feeds more aquatic plants. So we have different systems for capturing our wastes.
When you go outside, you can pick herbs from the garden, vegetables to snack on, and fruit from the trees.
The water comes down into here, but when you look closely, you can see there's a huge amount of worms. Part of what this system is doing is giving life to a huge amount of worms. At the same time, we're breaking down all of our food into soil. This is a huge pile of compost, and as it's breaking down and it's going through its process, it creates heat as well. You can see on the inside, it's almost 130 degrees. It's around 55 in Celsius. All of that heat is coming from the composting that's happening inside of this pile.
Right now we're making some bread for lunch, and the way we make this bread is we put some yeast with some sugar and some water, and this makes the organisms that make the bread grow. And then we make a mixture of flour, salt, and water, and we mix it up like this. After it's mixed, you do a little water, a little flour, and a little water, and then eventually it ends up like this, and you throw it in the oven and it cooks very quickly.
I think somewhere around 20% of our diet is vegetables and fruit that are grown here. We're trying to step up that number from 20%, trying to get closer to 50%. We try and live up to the idea that we are a zero waste community. So everyone has plastic wrappers, all sorts of waste that we generate. But by stuffing it together, condensing it into this bottle, we create a value-added product. Now we can use this for construction in any sense of the word. This is our community garden, so people from the outside who live in Modi'in, who don't actually have room, they can come to the Chava and plant their own gardens, harvest their own vegetables. That is really special. On the farm, we're really trying to educate people about how to grow their own food and empower them to do the same thing in their own communities. I left my job in Colorado and I came to Israel to participate in production agriculture and learning about ecological production. The farm offered me a position as facilitator of the Masa program, and I'm really happy to say now I'm able to share my love of farming and my knowledge with the next group and the next generation.